Day 28, early morning. The dead have grown in number. Welcome to Podcast by Podcast.
Well,
Uh,
well,
this is a podcast where we usually do not have a video format.
It just immediately disconnects again from it. Why is it disconnecting from Oculus Link?
Oh!
We're good.
And
It's all fine. It's fine. It's fine.
this is Podcast by
Might be a bit
Podcast,
buggy.
where we talk our way through technical issues. So today we've got our dear host Sergio playing on VR right now. That's his real body. That's his real floppy weird
this
hand.
is what I look like
Yeah.
in real life. Fun fact.
Right. It's impressive they managed to put
Where do you guys want to
so
go?
accurately.
What do you think?
You know the game, my friend. Wherever there's killing. to be
yeah, I
done,
have no idea.
All
I've
over the
never-
place. Let's go to memory lane. No, bash.
You need pills. So wherever that might be found might be the ideal sort of situation.
I do need pills.
So
but
we've
I
also
am
got a
only
co-host
using
with
pain.
us.
We
We've
do,
got a
yeah,
co-host with
my
us
brother
today,
is
a
here.
co-host.
Hello, it is I, Sergio's brother.
Nailed that one.
How do you do, Sergio?
Oh, what
brother?
the? I didn't even know this was here.
I mean, I just got out of the hospital, so you know.
True.
So
Uh,
better
great,
than you were
actually.
the other day.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're great.
That's,
Oh fuck!
that's
I
a
know
good
where I
place
am.
to
This
be
was
in.
not the right call.
This seems like a spooky ass place to be, my friend.
No. All right. No, it's
I
this
like
is
it.
a,
Why are your eyes like closing? What's going on
so
with that?
it does that based on stamina and stuff. If you sprint at all, it does that. I think my theory is that your guy is sick.
Well, first zombie kill of the stream.
he's actually dying.
That's my legitimate theory for this. 3 hits. That's not bad.
That's pretty solid. So this game is very dependent on how hard you swing things, correct?
Yes.
So now for
I'm
any of
swinging very hard.
our loyal fans, Frying Pan to the Head is very popular. We do not recommend you swing with this kind of force, as this is the
Oh
real
god, where'd you go?
amount of force you would need to kill somebody with a frying pan.
I'm putting in a lot of effort for this.
He's breathing hard. He's not supposed to be using this
He's-
weapon in this
he's-
manner.
His knees weak. His arms are heavy.
That's absolutely true. So today I really wanted to talk about killing
Oh
zombies,
fuck, that didn't work at all.
because it's something that I fantasize about regularly, and it's really satisfying even just to watch. The zombie murders go down here in front of us.
Yeah. That's one of the things I like about this game, though. It's like it can be pretty brutal with some of the stuff, like the ways to
Right.
kill zombies and like little tools and I don't know. It just feels pretty well made for.
Right.
Oh, the game's
very well
solid.
put together. So, how do you guys feel about The Walking Dead as an entity, as a franchise?
Well, I'm a big fan of the show.
I wish it was done. I feel like they really like it was really good at first, and then they just kept going and
What the fuck? This guy's
It just went and went and went. and
yeah.
went. See, I'm one of the very few. I lost interest pretty early on.
Fuck
I
this.
Think I probably. Now that's quality podcast content.
Yeah.
I was tired.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
It's exhausting.
Jelly panting a lot.
Right. So having done some zombie killing in person, really showing up there. What would
In
you say?
person.
What would you say? I mean, look at him right now. We're watching him. This is real life.
Yeah, this is real life.
live.
Yeah.
This is
Live
live
feed.
footage. We are watching our dear friend Sergio in a life-threatening situation.
Yeah, I wouldn't call him a friend, but you know, that's me. That's me.
I whiffed that one.
That's pretty clean. That's pretty clean.
I'm pretty good.
Mhm.
Been doing this for a long time. You
Been
know.
doing it for a long time. Okay.
Tell me
What's been over for a hot minute?
what's the key to
Oh,
a
I
good
know why the
zombie
people
kill?
aren't here. I killed them all. Right.
Oh, right.
Oh, well the guys.
Wait, like the actual people or the
Yes,
zombie?
the actual people. The
Okay,
problem with
yeah.
guys like this is the mask.
Can you take off the mask?
Nope.
Ah,
Where's the frying
darn.
pan? The frying pan is a weapon that does not break, but takes a lot more
Okay.
hits to deal with anything. So there
Ah,
were a lot of
so-
enemies around here before.
And
Uh,
you absolutely executed a
I
lot
killed
of them.
all of them, yes.
Now, what did they do to offend you so? What was
Well, they
what
were
was the
firing
real...
on me at sight. All right, this was very provoked.
I see. So you stepped onto their property, and they shot at you, and instead of kindly leaving you, instead
Killed them all, yes, for
murdered
all of their stuff, yes.
murdered every last one of them in a row.
Yes.
that tracks. That tracks for sure. Yeah.
Oh, he's getting into that building. One way or
Yeah.
another.
I applaud the determination, but you kind of embarrassed yourself in front of everybody there.
That's true.
Shut up.
That's true. Everybody ever. All of those new fans we got too
Yep.
from our last streamer guest. They're all
Well, you're
gone.
gonna be getting many fans
Ooh.
from my fan base, so it's okay.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Tell me about the Frito-Mine fan base. Tell me about your crew.
Oh, or I could.
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
Well, most of them are, not real. So
Okay. Imaginary people. I was telling Sergio just the other day we needed more imaginary people in our fan base.
don't worry, I got plenty of those.
Right. I was looking at our view count and it was just ticking up and I was like, Sergio, all of these people are real. Do you see this? This is bullshit.
This is bullshit.
I won't be having any of this, Sergio. Only imaginary people in our audience. So,
So
I see you're doing quite a bit of looting here. What are some of these items you're picking up?
I was
Dog food. More dog food.
Do you have a dog?
No.
well in the zombie apocalypse. You gotta dog food is regular food.
It's just food.
It's just food,
At that
yes.
point, it's just food.
It's just food, yeah.
Okay,
What
I'm so
the
sorry.
hell?
I interrupted you.
What is
You were
this?
telling me more
I was
about your
just
imaginary fans.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
he's a fucking fan!
That's all there is.
He's
It's
a
all
fan.
imaginary, so it's not. I don't even have like a channel, a YouTube channel that I put any videos on or anything. I am far too lazy for all that work, and so I applaud you guys for, doing everything here.
For
me.
going out and making content.
Yeah, for keeping people like
Lots
me
of ammo right now.
entertained.
Right. Well, see,
Make the normies.
my sort of philosophy with it was like at first I was worried because I was like, if I want to make content, I want to make good content, and that was where the real error of my thinking is that I don't have to make good content. I could just make content. Look at all these crappy content creators out there who are getting, all the fans and money. So I'm like, you know what?
Yeah,
I'll make whatever I
exactly.
want. I'll say fuck you at the end of every podcast, and we'll have a good time.
I'm almost dead.
Impressive.
I was gonna ask you guys, so what's your guys' favorite, zombie movie type
fuck.
genre thing? Like, it doesn't have to be like a movie or show or a book, any zombie thing, basically.
Right.
Like lore-based thing.
Mine would have to be it's a switch up, and I think it really depends on
Well-
what a zombie movie is really defined as.
Well, just go as loose as you want, like whatever you feel like.
Cause I really like Dead Space. I thought it was a badass game, and I enjoyed their
Right.
weird lore and all the cool monsters that you had to chop into bits to get what you needed.
I think, yeah, that's definitely a zombie thing for sure. Yeah, that's
Right, yeah, and I mean they are undead because they like die and come back as the crazy monsters, but they're just not your standard like we're watching
Yeah,
here, the Shamblers. But
yeah.
there's all sorts of rooms for pretty special zombies too. Oh, that was cool. I liked that.
Eh. Trying to provide some quality entertainment with
Right, right.
with my brutal, merciless kills. You know, for all
You
I know,
are,
these people
you're
could be cured. I don't know for sure they can't. Fuck it.
you're really working your way through them. Well, all of those regular
Working my
humans
way
could have been
down
cured
there.
too, but you cured them of living.
Well, don't hit from the
No.
side. It doesn't always work.
So, yeah. And then I also really enjoy Zombieland, the movie. It's got,
That's a good one.
yep. It's got some delightful stuff in it. The second one was just as good as the first one, if not better. They had an absolute blast with it. Where did you learn to shoot, man? Come on, step up your game.
It's inaccurate. What do you want? This game's accuracy is actually really bad. It's the one thing about the game that's terrible.
Maybe that's why it lets you grab heads to really get those close-up executions lined up.
I'm gonna go make some knives and hopefully go somewhere else around here.
Right,
I don't think I can place any of this stuff.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Get some more loot going on.
But I definitely
What about you?
like
He's a problem.
Zombieland's, like aesthetic and vibe, like just everything about it, the humor, all of
fuck.
it's great. I love the way that they handle the zombies in it.
Hey
too.
now.
Nothing too
What the fuck?
complicated.
They're juggling me. They're juggling me.
Run, Sergio, run! The zombies almost got you.
Like I definitely don't like movies or shows or anything that work really hard to try and explain the zombie thing, because like if you start to think about it, it just doesn't make any sense. There's just like never gonna be a way that it makes sense, I think, and
Right.
not like a really good one,
Right.
Nothing good and easy.
I actually kind of enjoyed. I don't know if this is a popular opinion, but I quite enjoyed World War Z. It's the one where all the zombies were like piling up on top of each other. So
Yeah.
in World War Z, they had it. It was like the zombies, like the way that they beat the zombies was like the zombies couldn't or didn't go after anybody
Who was sick?
who was sick, because they didn't make good zombie candidates. So they got everybody like really sort of ill.
But
So
with sicknesses that could be cured.
Down with
right, with
yeah.
curable sicknesses, so that the zombies all were tricked into, oh, these guys are dead. They're not gonna be good for the zombie eatage. But I don't know.
Zombie
Yeah.
eatage.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was a neat way that they handled it.
I agree. I actually did like World War Z a lot. I liked the style of zombies that they had in that too. I like the aggression. See, like one of the things that I don't like about like most, I guess, zombie stuff is the way that they try to apply all these rules to them and stuff. I especially hate the fact that like, why are zombies slow? Like I get it in terms of like old zombie movies and stuff like that. Like that's
Well-
just the way that classic zombies are.
And
But-
I'm not.
but-
I don't have so much problem with the slowness, but rather the fact that they catch so many people. It's like.
Yeah.
It's like if there were slow zombies in the world, it seems like they would be a manageable, solvable problem. These
Definitely,
are
yeah.
gonna be fun. I'd like to know. I'm very excited with these new weapons that you've gotten your hands on. Yes.
Is that like the
Take a drink. Hit some slumber time. And then
grab beer, grab rear, put on some scene gear.
Right. Ask,
early
cash, or
morning, day
grab.
29.
Nobody rides for free. Yep. No, I thought it was very cool. I think that there's been a lot of zombie media out there. There's a huge
I agree. Yeah.
sort of base to
You there, Casey?
to
I'm back.
what is happening here.
Just ignore it. It's part of the.
Oh, gross.
I've already done
plot?
that. No, nope,
Take
I've
a
already
quick
done
break.
So,
that. I go, I'm back, and I go, taking a break, and he goes, I get it. It's
dispatch, fuck you. All right, copy that.
Copy that.
understandable.
Roger.
Be safe out there.
Be safe out there. Yep. So there's a lot of zombie content, and there's a lot of near zombie content, approximate zombie content. I like fast zombies. I like zombies that are too much of a problem to deal with because of the fact that they are swarming you so quickly and so dangerously. I like.
I agree. I like that too. I like things that can pull that off well. I feel like
One thing I
'cause
enjoy.
it's not always easy to make zombies fast and
Right.
without it, I guess, just being weird.
Right. Well, it's see, because it's two different types of horror you're using there. There's the slow burn sort of dread horror, where the scary part is what could that zombie do to me once it gets me? Why, like it's so powerful, it just shreds its way through the doors, and it's an undead thing. If death doesn't stop it, what will? And it's the theory of that zombie reaching you that is the nightmarish part of the zombie.
For sure.
Where are all the zombies?
They're gonna sneak up on your ass, just like Walking Dead style,
There's
where
this
like
guy,
it's somehow dead
like,
silent,
see,
and then a screaming horde is all there all of a sudden. Like, where did they come from? Why did nobody hear this like hours ago when the horde was way over the horizon?
Exactly. Yeah. No. Exactly.
Yeah. It's the stuff that I like. One thing I do like though is Walking Dead does some stuff with the way that time affects the zombies and like their environment. Like there was like, for instance,
Well, that didn't work.
there's a zombie that was trapped in a well, and they like drag the zombie out of the well. 'Cause it's,
Yes.
like, polluting the water.
Season 2, I'm familiar.
Oh yeah. And he's like he's big and he's huge and he's bloated and he's floppy and his shit comes apart easy because he's super waterlogged, and I thought that was cool. I thought that was a cool way of showing the way that
Oh god,
that's
a problem.
Sort of world that the zombies affect
Out of stamina.
each other, even when the zombies aren't actively eating dudes, you know.
Yeah, and I like the fact that like I like it when they include stuff like that, like the fact that zombies would be affected by the environment, stuff. They're not just like, it doesn't make any sense for there to be zombies like we're all rolling around for 2 years, just sitting in water and they just walk fine or something like that. Like,
My theory was for the way that The Walking Dead was going to end, way back during season 2 when I first saw that bloated zombie, is I figured what they were gonna do was they were gonna show the like it was gonna be a zombie time decay situation, where it was the human population gets low enough that the zombies just stop catching people long enough that they all just kind of fall apart, like they don't do anything anymore. Like all the zombies that are left will be just kind of biting corpses with not enough muscle on their bones left to sort of do anything. Just because it's clear the decay still affects them. I mean, shit, look at any zombie.
And I definitely like thought the same thing was going to happen too in the show, that basically the zombies are just going to decay so much that eventually there's none.
Right. Until they come up with a fancier new zombie. There's all sorts of ways to keep that format going, but I thought that's the direction they were headed for sure.
I will say that like The Walking Dead like disappoints me in so many ways. Especially like the fact that like zombies decay and stuff, because like they make a point to point that out, like the zombies are infected by their environment and shit.
Well, that didn't work either.
Wouldn't it be reasonable to assume then that if you went somewhere cold enough, the zombies just couldn't move or something? Like, there's got to be somewhere that's like
what the fuck?
not zombie proof if they're so affected by their environment and they decay and everything, and it's fine if you don't make like a I guess, as prominent of a feature of something like that.
Right.
You know, to point out that the zombies are decaying and stuff. But otherwise, it just raises plot holes.
Right, and there's a lot of that Walking Dead does, where they put a little extra something where they're trying to like add to the lore people, or they're trying to like establish cool rules for the world or whatever. But then they get like another writer who doesn't give a shit about their world or their continuity.
Yeah.
Who's just here to tell whatever fucking story they had to tell, and that's fine. But it makes it a little exhausting when over and over again they bring up these plot points that they just never care enough to
really
resolve or
stick
try to
to,
explain
yeah.
away or anything.
And I do think at the core that's just an issue with like the writing and the fact that Walking Dead is just, you know, based on a premise that's not meant to last indefinitely, and they want it to last indefinitely, so they're milking it as much as they possibly can.
This is the last season. 11 is supposed to be the last season of The Walking Dead.
Really?
Wow,
They've officially
finally.
announced. They are doing spin-offs though. So.
Right. Well, of course they're gonna do this. They did I tried watching that Fear of the Walking Dead, and I could not sit through any amount of it.
I started at season 4 when they bring one of the characters from the main show in, Mr. I have to clear. You know?
I have not seen enough of it to know.
I see it's red.
Yeah. All I see is red. I see, and then I do it. Finally. But it was too late.
Just do it. Yeah.
I do think The Walking Dead does a fantastic job of people struggling with humanity. You know, like I'm clearly not doing.
Yeah, no,
right now.
I agree.
No, it's clear
Just
you
a
never
brutal
had any
maniac.
humanity walking into this situation.
None.
These zombies, you're taking care of these zombies much in the same way that Nicolas Cage took care of
The animatronics.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Well, there are
Precisely.
two ways you can think about this, right? You can find a cure, or you can be the cure.
That's absolutely right.
And I've made my choice.
I mean, yeah, there will be no survivors in your wake. Yeah, I don't know. I think that I've always liked the idea that the regular zombies are super slow, but then there's some sort of special kind of zombie that tips the odds in the zombies' favor a little bit more. Like there are a handful of media that do it really well. Dying Light had
Oh, it's swapped. I swapped it.
Yeah, I do like that.
and those were awesome. And Sergio's all-time favorite,
Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead, has the special infected, and the special infected.
Anybody
are
know
really
where my
cool.
knife
They're
went?
A lot of fun.
There it is.
Oh, there it is, right on the floor.
So weapons do have durability, as you can see. I prefer these for my melee weapons. They're pretty solid.
They're pretty snazzy. You seem to really be putting in the work with them.
And it's a lot less effort than a frying pan.
Right. Way less swings to go.
Unless you miss. Sometimes it doesn't respond properly, so... As you can see there again. What the fuck? Lift high. Alright, lift high this time. What the fuck?
Here comes the dome breaker. Oh, goodness. So, I noticed you've got a stamina here. What does the stamina determine exactly? Just when you can stab?
When I can stab, how long I can run. I also lose stamina for shaking zombies off.
Does stamina drain while you have a zombie's skull in your hands?
Yes.
Okay.
You have very, very, very little stamina in this game.
I see. You seem to be pretty well fed, though, so your stamina's doing okay.
It's doing decent, yeah. But even then, it's probably like 10 seconds in total that you could sprint, you know?
Right.
Your guy, as you hear him
long...
coughing constantly, he weak.
You're not...
Yeah.
You're not,
He's weak.
you're not like a
weak
Master
Anakin.
Chief type who can, like, sprint across a country, you know?
I am. In real life, maybe.
In real life, but
Yeah.
unfortunately your real life skills do not translate into VR in that way. Your sometimes your hand-eye coordination stuff will translate pretty good.
You're saying?
Are you are you looking to
All
kill
right.
someone with that spoon? I can't help but notice that you're carrying it around really purposefully.
Yes, I'm looking to kill one of the ones without a mask on with the spoon.
Right. I've noticed a lot of helmet fools as soon as you picked up that spoon, for sure. So, here's what I think. In my ideal zombie situation, where I'm like in the zombie apocalypse, vibe. Wow, you're really just melon balling those guys. Uh, I think my ideal situation is I'd like a truck with like a macerator on the front and tubes on the back that just spray the gore that runs through the
Spray the gore, nice.
that just runs through the switting. So it'll be like a big giant fucked up game of Splatoon.
I can't grab these.
And I will be unstoppable. I will be armed to the teeth. Very fortunately, I'm very close with a lot of white trash people, so I've got gun access.
nice.
Easy, easy.
Well,
You're ready.
That's right.
That's man, you know, it's one of those things too, is like you think about, like, if you were in a zombie apocalypse and you were in any country that's not America, it would probably suck.
please. No.
But
To
like,
be fair, I guess it depends on the zombie apocalypse a lot, but like, you know, because if there's a lot of like runners and stuff, and it's more like
Oh, I think I'm gonna die, boys.
Probably don't want to shoot a gun. Ever.
speaking
My
of,
shotgun's missing.
Uh-oh.
Haha, I've defeated them. That's bad.
Oh goodness. Sorry, I'm just really invested in this situation. He's in a tight spot here.
Where's the... There it is.
Now, I would like to note that we can only see your left eye.
Yeah.
And I'm noticing that now as the most awkward aiming sequence in the world just occurred.
As
Yeah,
as
it
you
was pretty
can
bad.
as you can see too,
It's, it's a little floppy.
yeah, also if you
Like physics.
if you run out of stamina, for some reason your guy loses the ability to hold the gun, and he'll do this when you're... If my arm's straight in this guy, he'll just do this. Which is really frustrating.
That is terrible.
There's my shotgun, it just went into the backpack. Whoa. I am hurting.
Oh,
I
man.
think my ideal zombie for sure is like a runner zombie. I feel like those are the best type of apocalypses. Ones where zombies don't decay from the outside, really. You know. And I feel like they should have the attributes
You're
of
talking about
like the human
best in
being that
media,
die.
right? Like, because I don't want to live through a fast zombie apocalypse. You know what I mean?
No.
Like,
Yeah. I guess like best is in the best one I would imagine to, you know, write about or something, you know. There's a
Right,
story,
right.
you know.
As a I've
Oh, it's
like I
having
said,
some
I've
brain
always
problems right now.
I've used to.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh.
Nope.
I think too, like the zombies should have, you know, more varying. This is something that The Walking Dead started to show at the beginning, that like some of them were smarter than others, like, you know, the ones that were like opening the doors and stuff, and then they just like fucking forgot about it.
They really
And-
did.
Yeah.
The zombies have like different attributes, you know, like some of them are slightly smarter than others and stuff, because they're based on the people that they infected, you know. Just like some of them are going to be faster than others, other ones are going to be slower.
Just based off of what you were.
And I also like the fact that World War Z does the zombies to where they're so aggressive and desperate to eat you that they'll do anything.
Right.
I don't think that they would have like that hive mind sort of mentality where they pile on top of each other or whatever.
Well, that's where I disagree.
I mean, they would to an extent, but like they're all so selfish. I think that the ones on the bottom would be moving too much to like, you know.
Right. I see what you mean, but I think since they're all so angry and they're poor, I'd like to mention this. This is a really weird Let's Thing. There's this Japanese game that they play in like high school that has recently grabbed my attention. I saw this shit on YouTube and it blew my mind, and I've wanted to play it desperately ever since. It is a game that is impossible in our current Corona age, but here's how it goes. So there are 50 players on each team, right? You split them evenly, attackers and defenders, and both teams have this pole, and it's like I think it's like a 10-foot, maybe a 12-foot tall pole, and both teams have to keep their pole straight up and down. So the defenders on each big, huge, massive team hold up this
I
big pole
think
and they
I've
crowd
seen
around
it.
it. You've seen it, have you?
I think
And
I
the-
have. Yeah, it's
the
like a
attackers-
weird game, like
Right.
Japanese or Chinese or something.
It is Japanese, and the attackers they all charge towards this big horde of people, and they jump onto the crowd of them, and like they're like
Oh, it's
crawling
nighttime.
over each other's heads and like springing up
Yeah.
and like doing all
And, like-
sorts of crazy shit to try and get the other guy's flag down first. And the one who does it gets the whichever pole drops below 45 degrees first is the losing team. Yeah, that shit looks crazy.
Yeah. No, I know it. I know exactly what you're talking about because I remember thinking about how it looked like the zombies from World War Z too.
Right.
But-
Precisely.
But that's
exactly
the thing,
right.
though, is those people are working together, like they
Right.
know
So here's
they
what I
have.
think.
They're too smart, I think,
I think
for that to happen naturally, constantly. I think it would.
Organization of it is the one thing, and I don't because you don't see the World War Z zombies doing that piling up thing on short stuff very much. Like this isn't a regular behavior that they were engaging. But if every zombie at their sort of base psychological lizard brain level was absolutely convinced that the other zombies knew where delicious food was, and they were all running at that fucking wall, you really want a taste of whatever they've got a taste of. That group herd mentality is basic social chemical neurons that fire in everybody's brains without sort of forethought. That's not like a real thing. It's how crowd hype happens, and it's how like when a big swarm of people who are regular normal people can sometimes get caught up in atrocities or very sort of intense motion. Like say the French killing all of the French nobility. Like going out and killing nobility wasn't the daily activity of most of those French people. But that hype crowd and that swarm of passionate people, it draws you in and it activates something inside of you. And I think a zombie still has enough left in it to have that chemical flood that, ooh, I want to do what they're doing. And so if everybody's running at that wall, inevitably a ramp will be made as people get crushed underfoot. And they are greedy enough to climb up over each other like that. And I think that'd be enough to kill the bottom few layers as the real force of the zombies, who have no consideration for
This
each
is
other.
dark.
Will sort of crush each other and go over each other and pile up and make that sort of flesh ladder. But I don't think it would be likely to happen on a small scale.
I think it would happen in small scales, like just climbing over small fences and stuff. I don't think it would be like anything like they're climbing up buildings for
funny.
sure.
I think exactly the opposite. I think because of the hugeness of the crowd and the intensity of that forward motion and that sort of crushing tidal wave of a group that is all swept up in the same direction, like a swarm of bulls.
Yeah.
Is more likely than say one zombie seeing something behind a fence and another zombie like climbing up his back to get.
Well, I just think it doesn't. I think the organization doesn't stay once the size gets too big or something, or the zombies will only. They're only gonna. They're too
really
narrow-minded to
they really
realize
pile
that
up
climbing
at
is the
one
way
point.
to go.
Right. it wasn't like they were coming at it like even either. They really were making that
But
sort of flesh staircase, huh?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, I see. What
Because it's like, especially in like World War Z, it's
Just
like
here.
it's a little bit way too much like organization for me, and like it's just too perfect, I guess. Well,
right. It's a little too
too much
unknown.
like too much like they're one or unit, or they have more awareness of like the
Right.
rest of the unit than they do. Whereas
So-
I think again, it's all just like zombies acting selfishly and stuff. And because you're right, the way that the crowds and stuff work, there would be like piles up, and then they would crawl all over each other, and they're doing basically whatever they can to
But
to
it was
eat.
it was terribly organized in that movie, wasn't it? They were like
Yeah.
they were really working together on that one.
Yeah. I definitely thought it was too much, but
It was
but that
cool,
was
though.
like what I
Visually,
yeah.
it was badass.
Oh, yeah,
That
it
was
was-
very, very cool.
As a movie, again, I think it's a great movie, and it was totally like, to me, like
Oh
good.
no!
like I was okay with all of it.
Did you play the World War Z video game?
No, I did not.
There's a video
They
game.
were, yeah, there totally is a video game. I got it for free on the Epic Store, and it's not like the best game I've played in my life. In a lot of ways, it feels like a Left 4 Dead clone. But they get that horde feeling.
Oh,
down
I actually do know what
fucking
game you're talking
perfect.
about.
Oh yeah, I've seen that,
It was,
and I
it
do
was,
like that in a game. That looks awesome.
It was
I think.
it was a really badass feel for a video game, like because they do that pileup thing that they did in that movie on on the fences to get into the place where you're standing, and so like
Why can't I kill him? Why can't I kill him?
It's okay. He finally went down. So like throwing Molotovs and like unloading your LMG into this ever-growing wall of corpses was that was a badass.
Oh, I forgot that you can just grind
Yeah,
things in this
no,
thing.
I definitely agree. It's definitely fucking awesome to see that. It like if you're experiencing it in like a game, it's so cool visually and satisfying, from a gameplay perspective. But realistically, and I think in most movies and films, it's unnecessary and just like
Right.
I don't know, it's just satisfying. Takes away from the zombies, I think.
I see what you mean.
But I guess it just again depends on like the type of zombies that you want. Because we could talk about like I Am Legend, which is not technically zombies,
Fantastic
but also like
movie. Holy
very
shit.
very much so in the same vein.
Right. Oh, I was talking earlier. I totally didn't finish my point way earlier. I was talking about how.
I'm sorry. Can you give me just 1 second?
Oh, sure.
Zombie. It's called Outbreak.
No way.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. My roommate just walked in here to inform me that Zombies has a new map.
A Call of Duty zombie? How?
Yeah.
Well, hey
Yeah,
now, I
very
was
tough,
opening
right?
that. Fucking
We should
rude.
perhaps go set up to play that soon.
I will have to re-download it, but it's what, 32 gigs or something?
And if you guys are ready in like the next 30 minutes, I would be down. Right? And then tomorrow I'll be down to play, obviously.
I am going to download it right now.
I can't. Unfortunately, I have prior plans.
It's not. I don't know if that means it's gonna be good, but it looks cool.
Yeah, it's very topical too. We're having like a podcast about zombies, so.
You're making a podcast.
Currently,
Yeah.
right now.
Yes, we're making a podcast right now.
All right.
You are on the podcast. Right
You're
now.
on the podcast. Special guest Dylan Stellar.
Special guest Dylan, Jose's roommate, is on the podcast.
Yep.
Podcast.
Extra
How does
special guest because
How
I'm
does
the
it feel,
special
Dylan? How does it feel to be on the podcast?
I don't think he can hear you.
guest. He can't hear.
I know. I was just hoping that Jose would continue to echo
How does
all
it
of
feel?
my
How does
shouted.
it feel to be on the podcast? That's what Adam asked.
I want to die.
Oh,
That's just a
You'll
feeling
fit
in
right in.
general, though. That you can't just like placate that just because you want to die all the time. Yes.
No,
right.
I am the
this
king.
podcast causes extreme pain.
I think,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, suffering is our #1 ideal here on the podcast.
It's
I
my number
can't-
one expert.
I
Now I'm
can't-
playing a game for Pennant.
Oh.
Interesting. Renovating it, being a
Now,
landlord.
I would like to note that Sergio has been spider monkeying around his environment
He kind of is.
while we've been discussing all of this. Oh goodness. Oh, but I was making a point earlier about how the sort of slow zombies is that dread of anticipation that is where the
Can't grab that.
from. But the fast zombies, it's more of a panic feeling. It's that fight or flight. It's that uh-oh, I'm in danger right now and gotta sort it out. Like
Yeah.
it's the fright. It's the jump scare factor. You know. You
Zombie,
have to
hold
have
on, my
really,
nose
really
itches.
good. You have to have really good sort of danger feeling, and it can create a feeling almost akin to an
Oh, my weapon's
action
gonna
movie
break
more
soon.
than a horror movie.
They
In
made
this
it-
game, your weapon flashes red when it's gonna break soon.
Oh, that's helpful. So your shit doesn't just like explode out of nowhere.
Yes. See, it's got 3 kills left in it.
Sergio, what's your favorite special infected?
My favorite special in Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
Hunter.
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 Is it just, he's a pretty jumpy boy. He's got an edgy hoodie. A lot of very solid traits for a zombie.
Our battles with the dead.
True.
And those
That's true. I just I
exhausted.
don't know. I like
We
the
have
hunter.
zero control.
He's a
fiends were
solid guy.
everywhere.
I myself am a
If our
I'm a
community
fan
is
of
going to survive
the
and
spitter.
grow,
Incorrect.
and now-
logically, we think our approach.
Bitter?
Incorrect.
That's one to choose, I suppose.
Adam, the next zombie, that's you. This is that one's. Hold on, get out of here. You're not important right now.
And
That's you, Adam. That's for that statement.
You know what? I understand where you're coming from, and I may be biased too because I do modify my game. It's not like a standard spitter that I'm enjoying. It's the spitter that I enjoy wears hot kitty like tights,
is our
like
new a place where we
so
can
it's like a
rest
regular. It's the
on
regular
our
spitter
own
with all the
terms.
gross, hanging
In
open
2
jaw and the
days,
pustules
I
and
had
everything.
our
He's got like
entire
Hello Kitty leggings
and ready
and
to
Hello Kitty leggings.
yeah, and when she spits, if you stand in the spitter spit, it plays "Toxic" by Britney Spears
Oh my god.
until you stop getting spit.
Oh, that's actually awesome. I love that.
Right. So I'll be standing around a corner, and then I'll hear the and then like the spits at my foot, and then I hear the taste of your lips is on my mind, and I'm like, uh-oh.
You're toxic.
Filled with the hope
Yep.
of what
Let's just
That
do
is-
by Britney Spears too.
we know
Oh,
the work
My
was
favorite thing
far
about this
from
podcast, Sergio, is saying things that offend rich people.
true.
And
Oh.
we really have gone after a lot of rich, powerful
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
But,
all the
yeah, I
time.
mean-
We're making enemies, and it's great.
People are dicks, that's why. I mean, like, it's, they deserve it. I'm gonna say it, they deserve it.
That might not have even been a zombie.
Yeah. If just to let you know, if you've been
What
made
the
fun
fuck is this?
of on an episode of Podcast by Podcast, and you didn't like what you heard, try changing your personality.
Good one, Adam. Can I grab
Thanks.
this?
Thanks, I appreciate the
I
the
have not
support
had-
of the sick fucking birds.
I've not had much participation in this one, I'll be honest. Been a bit busy, but that's
Honestly,
that's a
you've been
solid
providing you've been providing all of the content that we needed. We've been having a delight of a time.
This is
here.
recycling. This is the.
We have been having a delightful time, I think.
Absolutely,
Recycling. Put that
absolutely.
right in there.
You know, really, I think that the co-hosts of this episode today are you and me, Jose, and
Yeah, well, Sergio's been preoccupied, but it's alright.
that's fine. It's fine. You know what? Today, Sergio, you're the guest. How does it feel?
I'm the guest.
Does it feel like we usually don't make most of
Oh,
our
well, that
guests
didn't work.
go into gladiatorial combat with a city full of zombies? But we figured it would be an interesting maneuver for
I
5
tried
Guys by
to I
Podcast.
tried to 180, but
It was cool theoretically, and you know what? The second shot was pretty cool. I
It's a-
like that.
I feel like Ash Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need a chainsaw hand for real, man. I think a chainsaw hand would do you. We
Does this
need
get-
an Evil Dead VR game.
I think like there's not a person in this world who wouldn't do better with a chainsaw hand.
Not a
Right.
single
You
person.
know?
Oh, this is gonna
No.
break soon too.
I think an Evil Dead VR game would be so fucking cool.
Fuck yeah.
I can't
I
get
agree,
over
yeah.
the thought of it now.
This is similar to Zombie Rat. I mean, it's more demonic realm, but it's close. Okay.
I mean, they're pretty. The Deadites are zombies because they were dead people before they got possessed. Because once the people become Deadites, they don't stop being possessed in Evil Dead, right? Is that true? Am I?
I don't know.
No, they.
Have you seen any Evil Dead?
I've seen all of the Evil Dead. They
Yeah.
continue to
No, I
be.
haven't seen the show.
They continue to be possessed once they're dead.
Right. Right. No, I meant, do they? If they get possessed, can they get unpossessed? Like, can they?
Yes, they can.
Okay. So when he absolutely fucking murders up all of these people, would you say it's an unnecessary? I mean, they are trying to get him most of the time. So like, I kind of get it. But could some of these murders have been avoided?
No. No, he's the hero.
No.
Come on.
Guys.
Oh, while
It's
we're on the
cool.
topic-
He's saving everybody.
While we're on the topic of Evil Dead, I do want to note
That was terrifying.
I read a comic once.
They're just
online.
all over this
Somebody-
fucking place.
Somebody linked me to it, and it was Ash versus Freddy versus Jason.
Oh, Ash.
Wow.
Yeah, Ash did win that encounter, and it was a delightful comic, and it was a wonderful time. And he refers to Jason as a Deadite and Freddy as a demon the entire thing, just as shorthand. And he uses his own shorthand and fucking gets in fights with him and nearly dies a whole bunch of times and then doesn't quite.
That's Ash Williams for you. That's
Yep.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, there was a lot of interactions of like, Jason like fucking battling him with his fucking machete and like shoving him through walls, and he whispers something along the lines of "Why won't you die?" and like Ash is like, "I've been asking myself the same thing, buddy." Like
groovy.
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 What the fuck? I've got a problem.
Yeah. Yep. And basically, Freddy, over the course of that, shows up in Jason's dreams and goes, "Ha, I fucked your mom," like over and over again, as to make Jason angrier. You know how their whole weird relationship is. Do you know how their whole weird? Have you watched Freddy vs. Jason?
Yep.
I don't know personally, but
That shit is wild.
Why are there so
That
many
shit's
of you guys around
bananas.
here? Holy shit.
Goodness gracious.
Killed
Oh, and
so
you
many
could tap
zombies.
it. You could tap
Why,
out
though?
whenever you like.
Nope.
Sergio too. It's cool. It's cool. Yep. I've got work tomorrow, which is interesting. I usually don't work Thursdays. Actually, I got a
I
job
work
to
on
do.
Friday, which I guess is tomorrow now.
Right.
Which is weird because I just got out of the ICU and my boss scheduled me for work, and
What a shitty
Right.
move.
he didn't even ask me if I was out of the hospital before he scheduled me. So it's like,
Right. He
Yeah.
just put you right in there.
yeah.
That's a dickhead move. I mean,
This is funny too, though, because like I was in the
Oh.
hospital thinking of
This is an unpleasant.
like the various
Woo!
zombie apocalypse stuff.
Got a hand.
Because I guess so many, for some reason, so many zombie movies and films and stuff, like to start in hospitals.
Right. Well, most zombies are the virus type zombies.
Yeah.
So, especially in modern media today, there's not a lot of other zombie variety. I used to have this dream of making a game, right?
Hot Pockets.
And it would be like a real-time strategy game wherein all the players played like a different kind of zombie. So
What?
like
Why is this chair
So-
solid?
so for instance, like
I don't
one
move the
player
chair, it
would
moves
play
me.
the fast-moving, like viral zombies that like spread their zombie virus
Yeah.
through bites and blood and stuff.
That's like-
And then
I already like this idea, and I have a name. We call it the Hive.
oh, beautiful. But then another player would play like necromancer zombies, where it's just like a living real dude bringing bodies back to life and using them as like a henchfuck. And he's got all sorts of different zombie skills and stuff for his zombies. And then you've got like the mummy builds where they don't have a lot of zombies, but their zombies are super duper like tough.
That's probably
So to expand
Not
on
a
this
serious
idea a little
problem.
bit, I guess, you have like this game could be like a first-person shooter, like normal type zombie game from for 4
Nope, I'm gonna
people
die.
or something like that. And then you have the person or several people controlling the zombies, you know,
Oh
the
my
multiple
god!
zombies.
You just gave me a brilliant
Like-
idea. What if 2 games are happening at the same time?
I'm dead.
So, like, in one
There was
in
just
one
an infinite
corner,
amount of them. They just kept coming.
there are the RTS zombie players, right? And they're
Yeah.
like fighting against each other. That is truly unfortunate that you just died a horrible death right in front of us.
I'm all tabbed out. I missed it.
Totally didn't even see it. Weren't even looking.
I'm gonna go
Nope.
grab my shit. You have
Okay.
one chance to do it.
Oof.
Right. So anywho, there would be the RTS players, right, who are actively playing like a top-down like strategy game where they're trying to get the most zombies and they're trying to flood over the map or whatever. And
Yeah.
while they're doing it, there'd be the first-person shooter players playing a co-op campaign, trying to just make it to their objective. And
Yeah,
so-
trying to survive somehow, or
Right. It's
you know,
not
maybe
the
they're trying to
objective-
deliver a cure or something. You saw something, you know?
Right.
It
It's not
doesn't
the
really matter whether.
objective of the RTS players to stop the single player players, but just while they're moving their armies and shit to try and secure these tactical positions.
Ooh, I like that. That that it's not their main objective. Like you don't win if you kill all the humans or
Oh
something. That's
god,
not
I
your
just
goal.
slammed into the wall so
Right,
hard.
precisely.
Jesus
And the humans
Christ.
Can even maybe even you can
I cannot
unlock
believe my
abilities and
controller's not
stuff
broken.
that redirect the FPS
That's a
players path through
Yeah.
your opponent's field, so that
Why
the
are there
FPS
so many
players
of
are
you?
shooting.
Virgo, shut up.
shooting.
Yeah, I can't hear Adam.
Hey man, I'm doing this. Fuck you. I'm the one in
Giant piece,
peril.
all right?
here. I'm the one in peril.
He's in
Me and Adam are coming up with a great idea right now. All right.
We don't have time for your fucking guest episode bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You really did just behead that guy.
Big
too.
guest
What did
episode,
you
but I
do
feel like
with
I'm gonna
that?
end up being on a lot of these probably.
Do you feel
Whenever
like it? Oh, look who's fucking confident over here.
Well,
This guy's gonna be on a
because
whole lot
I
of episodes.
I
You hear
hang out
that?
with my brother a lot, and normally I'm around a lot more than this. But being in the hospital and like working as much as I was and stuff, like I just went around when you guys started doing this.
Right.
So-
Well, to be fair, the last episode we had was the one we recorded just before this was our very, very first guest episode ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you are our second guest of all time.
Yeah, I was supposed to be the first, I think, too.
Yep.
That's my. But
You were.
Yep.
I'm a disappointment. So
That's
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
You could still be our friend. You just can't be fucking first place anymore.
Uh
That's
oh.
fine.
Uh oh.
I was
Uh-oh.
never first place to begin with. So
Because I got a problem.
Have you got a bomb on you?
Not exactly. Shit. Well, I'm
What's
fucked.
happening here?
But I do. God, I love the idea of this game now.
Shit. I'll explain in just a moment. So, the bells tolling mean that it's about to hit nighttime. Once it hits nighttime, there's about 1 billion more zombies than there were before.
I see. So you're trying to get back to your
Boat.
boat.
Yes,
before
all
this
of my
happens.
shit is unrecoverable now.
It's dead to you. It's gone.
Fuck it. What do I have to lose?
Oh no, he's going back in. You probably shouldn't have turned and walked all the way back out here if you were gonna.
I made
just
the
get it
decision
anyway.
late.
Okay. So yeah, I really like this idea too of the RTS that
Yeah.
The music gets pretty
It's
intense
so
too.
weird, the lack of RTS games that exist around the zombie genre.
It is
Uh,
interesting. There's a couple of mild touches on it, like the Necrons from say Warhammer 40K.
Yeah. There's usually like things that like touch on it or try to do it, or
Gimme,
like
gimme, gimme,
like,
gimme,
we have, like
gimme,
the
gimme,
free
gimme.
phone games that do like zombie defense type stuff.
Right, or
but
like a zombie will be like a basic unit or something to a
Yeah.
different kind of overbearing force. Yeah.
But the lack of zombie games where you really are like the zombie or the hive mind, basically controlling a horde of zombies, bothers me a lot, because like that is such a cool concept that I feel like could be done really interestingly and well.
Right. There's not a lot of
No, don't you
Especially
do
like
it
a
right
game
now.
You know, and if they
Oh,
act
I
like
better
World War Z
pause.
zombies and stuff, it would be very satisfying to control a horde of
What?
zombies like that. Like,
Right.
like you know, you're controlling like basically a swarm from StarCraft, but instead they're zombies, and that's just
Right.
more cool to me. I don't know.
I also believe, just in general, there should be more sort of genre cross games where
Yeah.
like, one player has one sort of interface that is completely different. From
Anybody
other
else
players.
notice that I'm
I
about
agree
1,000
too.
times
I
shorter
agree.
now?
And I understand that that's
Are
probably
you sitting
not
on the floor?
crazy to
Nope.
make from a technical perspective.
Why am I
Dude,
so
I love
tiny?
you.
Why am I so
Why?
tiny? Go away! I can't sprint! I can't
What's happening? What happened? Did you break your leg or?
No.
Did it just start doing this?
Yeah. Basically, my Oculus decided it wanted to reset the Guardian.
Oh, that makes sense then. Dude, why do so many of these zombies have masks?
Just a little more. I can't sprint.
Oh man.
Was there like a cult in this area? I don't understand.
No, they were living people.
So the reason I mentioned the sort
No,
of-
they were all living people eventually. I don't.
that's true.
More recently.
they stopped being living
I
people
can't go
after
this
they
way.
meet you.
Yeah.
Guys, let's be cool about this. Come on. I just gotta get...
Oh,
Not over there. That's not an
I
exit.
I
Well,
just had an emergency bathroom break hit rock bottom. Do you guys want to end it here, or do you want to keep rolling while I go and poop and then
That's an
and
exit.
then come back?
should I get to the exit first?
The
See
exit-
see if I survive or not.
These things normally go, or
Here, I will absolutely clench my butthole. You better hurry your ass up.
There.
There's the boat. I see it. I see it.
I've done it.
Oh,
I got my shit in the shit storm, and I got out
I'm
of here.
groundhogging. Oh, we don't want it to see winter, fellas.
Why am I broken?
what happened, Adam?
Oh, I just got a shit, and it is an emergency situation.
All right, Adam, we're good.
Oh,
Go for it.
buddy.
okay.
Go ahead.
Go, buddy.
Okay,
Go.
it
Yeah.
ends.
This has
Well,
been
fuck you guys.
podcast
This
by
is-
podcast. Fuck off.